BustedDpad.com presents Crysis 2 Supersoldier difficulty walkthrough. This is Corporate Collapse. So this is one of those levels that forces combat by way of bullshit. We'll cover that when the time comes. This first area, you don't have to kill any of the Ceph. Coming up in the second area, you don't have to kill any of the Ceph as well. We're going to stealth to that vehicle and open the door. The problem with using that vehicle to open the door is that it doesn't tell you... by the way, I'm messing up here. You want to pick up that sniper rifle. In a second here, I'll realize that I've forgotten it. Also, funny note, for some reason during this recording, the game saw fit to take away all my attachments, and you'll see me realize that later. So anyway, you have to use the ICV vehicles, guns, it's the big tank thing, to open the doors. Now, what the game doesn't tell you is that since the vehicle has two fires, one is the cannon and one is the rockets, the cannon will not open the door. What you need to do is use the rockets. So you might sit in this thing doing all kinds of fighting when the game, didn't really tell you exactly what it is you're supposed to be doing. So get in. It's the ADS button, I believe, that fires the rockets. So just fire the rockets and stealth, and then haul ass inside. Don't use armor mode because it'll slow you down, and that big guy that I just passed, he'll take you out if you're not moving fast enough. So we're gonna swim inside, and I've tried to stealth past this sequence in every single way imaginable, and I am utterly convinced that it's not possible. There's a couple guys on turrets here, and I've walked right past them, and every single well, this first one specifically, I've walked past them every single time he's shot me in my back. So I've determined that the easiest thing to do is to actually just take out all these enemies, and it's really easy, especially if you picked up the sniper rifle. Just use stand up in armor mode and start taking guys out. Now, what I did screw up was what I should have done was cloaked and taken out the guy on the turret first. He's definitely priority number one. I love the way the sniper rifle sounds. Also, it has a really cool looking reload animation. I'm just looking for weapons and stuff. Okay, so switch around your weapons. I'm gonna take the hammer because I'm gonna need it later on. Because again, at this point, I had not realized that my attachments were gone. Don't know how that guy survived that first shot. So stand here. A couple guys are gonna jump over the barriers, and then there's some guys in the back, and there's also another guy on the on a vehicle turret in the other room here. Now, I've had a guy with a K-Volt spawn behind me here, so just beware that that is a possibility here. No, it's too close. See, this is where I'm looking for my attachments, and I couldn't find them. Because I really wanted this weapon with the silencer for the sequence after the elevator. There's still more fighting to be done in the next room, so I decided to go ahead and drop the sniper rifle. I'm looking for the L-tag grenade launcher because I've found one here before, but I wasn't able to find it again. Now, here I am going to go look for it again. In the next room, a few guys are going to rush inside. I tried to draw them out with some gunfire, but that didn't work. You actually have to enter this room in order to make them come in. So I just stepped through the metal detector to try and make that happen as well, but again, the game actually needs you to walk inside. So slowly take all these guys out. You may catch them spawning in that room to the right, and the enemy behavior in this room is really weird. When you run past, you could just sneak past that guy and then come up here and use the elevator. Now, when you reach the top, there's a button you have to press, and then when you press the button, the room that you're in is going to get flooded by enemies. And by flooded, well, it'll literally get flooded, but 6 guys are going to rush in. Now, the strategy that I wanted to show didn't work because, like I said, my weapon attachments were gone. So there's a number of ways you can deal with it. I have successfully stealth killed everyone. But what I wanted to show was if you just run back here and kill these guys as fast as possible, you'll take out half the guys. I ended up picking up the Nova because I wanted to see if that had my attachments. If you take these guys out as fast as possible, what you can do then is, I'm looking for silencers, is cloak and then use a silencer to pick the other 3 guys off slowly with headshots. But again, all my attachments are gone. I had no silencer, so we had to go through this nice and loud. Just be careful because all of them have L tags, and it's not good for business. So anyway, you're gonna press the button, and this room is gonna flood, and then some stuff happens. Probably should have picked up the L tag. So anyway, we're gonna have to fight a pinger for the first time. So run to the rooftop up here. There's a jaw to pick up and some C4. I've had this jaw disappear, but I was still able to pick it up, which is a really weird glitch. So pick up the C4, pick up the jaw, and run across the street. There's another jaw to pick up here, and across the street, in the direction that I'm kind of looking, there's some more C4 to pick up. Like you can see, the invisible jaw I just picked up. So, anyway, the strategy here is to assault the pinger from one location, draw him there, and then run to another one and hit him again. Now, I've decided to do this kind of ballsy. I like to hit the pinger with all my jaw rockets and then C4 him to death. The problem with that is that the C4 is kind of glitchy. I've thrown the C4 and had it get stuck on... Oh, this is not good. Had it get stuck on invisible stuff. I've blown myself up with the C4. It's really risky, like I said, but it's a strategy that works if you don't have enough jaw rockets. So that thing is in love with you. Like, it will stop whatever it's doing if it sees you. So I'm drawing him to this location so I can C4 him from another one. Just be careful getting too close to the pinger, because every so often he lets out this EMP burst, which will knock out whatever armor power you're using and destroy all your energy. So if you hit him with rockets a couple times, what you can do is get up next to him, armor up, and just C4 the shit out of him. There is a heavy machine gun in this area, and there's a stash of C4 on the top of that train track. Alternate options, use them, but eventually you'll take this guy out and we'll see you next level.